Hi,
Is that
everyone.
good?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. It's Better
Hi.
Reading Bee.
Say hi to
It's Jane
Jen.
Tara and
Cheryl
Cheryl.
Arkle, John Brown. Hi,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Hello. Welcome. This is
Mm.
John Brown.
Oh, look at his. I had to
I
lock
know.
Joey. I had to lock Joey out. He's actually howling at the door to get in. He might start pounding on it in a minute to get in here and be a part of it too.
Hey, listen, people want to say hi to you. You've got to stay with us. Hi,
Mm.
everyone. Cheryl Arkle.
And Jane Tara, and this is
This
Better
is
Reading Bee.
Better
Yeah.
Breeding Bee. Okay.
Yeah, so
Listen,
where we talk about, some books that kind of might support us during this time. And I think that, you and I were talking earlier, we've sort of hit a real lag at the moment with lockdown. I think we're at week 11 here in Sydney, and I know different people, different stages, different numbers of lockdown all over the country. So a lot of people are feeling it, are struggling. Even if they're not in lockdown, they're kind of isolated from people they love who are in lockdown. So it's tough. It's tough. How are you
I'm
going?
really feeling it, Jane. I'm really
Yeah.
feeling it. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm going out of my mind, and other times I think take the positive. Hi, Nicole. Nicole's just joined us.
Hi,
Nicole says hi.
Nicole.
Hi, John Brown. John Brown's just rolling around on the floor there. I'm really feeling it. I feel that sometimes I think I just can't take this anymore. It's enough. But other times I think, no, this might be the beginning of my new life. This is how I need to live.
Yeah, well, that's something as well. It is finding a way to adjust to a new normal, isn't it? And we don't know how long this is going to go on for. I do believe it will pass. Like it will. If you look back historically at the Spanish flu and at other pandemics, they do pass, but we might be like this for a while. So how do we cope with that?
Yeah. Hi, Anne. There's my lovely neighbour, Anne.
Yes, I've heard about Anne. Hi, Anne.
Hi, Mandy. Okay, so what are we talking about first?
Yeah, so, talking about a few books that, have come in and, might be a great read. I think it's the wrong time to talk to people about gung-ho, you can do this, you can change your life. It's more about what are you doing to manage things at the moment. So I thought I'd start with this. This book, I got it maybe 2 weeks ago, and I've been pottering through this book called The Good Life. Yeah, and it's by Hannah Maloney, and she's on TV. She writes articles for different things. She's quite well known for permaculture and for sustainable living and everything. And I've been sitting out in my rather pathetic garden, but because I need to be out in the sun and out in the garden and out in nature. And I've been, pottering through this book, and, more than sort of a new age type, wellness read, something like this has been giving me so much solace, and I've been sort of planting a few things and, cleaning up my garden and stuff. And it's just, it's something I haven't normally done, but I'm finding a lot of, peace in that. What about you? What are you doing?
Well, firstly, I'm going to say hi to Navoda. I'm going to say hi. Sharon says hi, Jan and Cheryl. Lovely to see you. Always lovely to see you. Gail says stay strong. Mandy says hello. Tammy says Gardening Australia. Hannah is Tasmanian.
Yes.
There you go. Yep. Very proud.
Yeah.
Debbie says we read, ladies. That's how we cope. Yeah.
Not wrong.
Thank you, Debbie. And Helen just finished the Tattooist of Auschwitz. What a harrowing tale. Good book to read. Well, I've been, and I forgot to bring them into the room, but I've been reading, and for those of you that follow me on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, you'll see that I've been baking my heart out. So one, I've been reading books on sourdough bread. I've been cooking sourdough pre-COVID. Yeah. But I have upped the ante during COVID, and I think I might have told you I'm on my 200th loaf, I think, or 200 plus now.
Yeah.
But bread has given me great solace, and baking's given me, because there's some forward planning involved, and I need to have a project.
Yeah.
Right. So I tend to read at night or I watch Netflix, but during the days and between work and on weekends especially, I really have to have a project.
Yeah.
So this weekend, Jane, I have got a huge project, and I'm going to show you the books actually. I have been working on making a Lebanese dessert called kunefa. It's a specialty.
Yeah.
And it's very complex to make. Well, it just requires, and no one shares the recipe because in Lebanon, pretty much you always buy it. You don't make it at home.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm going to attempt to make it this week.
And then Uber eats it to me.
And then Uber eats it to you. So baking has, so other than reading, ladies, all you people out there, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a few guys tuning in as well. What is it that you do that helps you going? Oh, Antoinette says yum kunefa. Well, that's what I'm going to try and make. Now, Dex, can you just expand the screen to Jane while I run and get my books? Is Dex there? Oh,
there we go.
Okay, let me just go get
All right, so I'll run through a few. I mean, I think anyone who watches Better Reading Bee knows that I meditate. And by the way, our Instagram is up and running. So go on to Better Reading Bee Instagram and like us, okay? And we always keep you up to date on different books that are coming in and that we're reading, and also when our events are, when we're going to be doing this segment. But those of you who, know I meditate. That's how I do it every single day, and it keeps me sane, although I'm not feeling very sane today. I tell you what, I feel exhausted and haven't done much. But I did find this book. I thought this was lovely, the My Year of Living Mindfully by Shannon Harvey, and she did a film as well, I think, with this. But it's just about a year of her putting mindfulness into her life and the impact of that. And she also, covers a lot of research and experts in the field and everything in this book. So that's a great starting place for anyone who's wanting to incorporate some mindfulness into their day. And there are great apps to do that out there. I meditate for an hour a day, and I haven't today. I think I'd be chirpier if I did, but at the moment I'm feeling
well. Gail's in her she can't get out of her chair this afternoon. She's lost in Rio with 7 sisters, chair travel. Antoinette says yum kunefa. Can I just tell you, I'm just going to show you my 3 resource books.
Yeah.
So I've read Palestine by Sam Tamimi and Tara Wright. I mean, I've read it front to back several times, but they've got a great recipe.
You did a podcast with them, didn't you?
I did. And he's Palestinian, and he's the business partner of Ottolenghi.
Yeah.
They're both beautiful writers. So they're not just cookbooks, as many of you all know. They're more than that. So I've been doing that. But look at this. I have probably gone through this a couple of times. I mean, this is not many stories, right? But lots and lots of recipes. And I use it all the time. And I have it on my coffee table because when I think of something I'm going to make, I'll always reference it to this.
Yeah.
But hey, have a look at this book. Look at the pages. That's Selby. Isn't it beautiful?
Wow.
And it's got these really lovely ribbons as well as bookmarks. And there's one other book that I want to talk about. This I've had for years and years, and people in Victoria might know her. She's called Abla, and she had a restaurant in Melbourne for some years. I don't know if she still has, but this is her book, The Lebanese Kitchen. Really thin little book, but I use it so much. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing this week on top of everything else. Now, let's see what everybody else is doing. Mandy does lots of beach walks. That's so lovely to live by the beach. That would be great. Good on you, Mandy. I love walking on the sand too. Cheryl, hi Cheryl. She's reading Tony Park's Blood Trail. Nicole likes going out for walks on her own with the dog.
Yeah,
isn't that? I mean, that's lovely. I do that twice a day. So you do too. And my lovely neighbour is listening to music, has been helpful, plus doing online exercises.
Yeah.
There you go. Mandy's doing click and collect at her local bookshop in the mornings, and it's still doing bookish stuff. And so that's a big shout out, and thanks for reminding me, Mandy. Independent bookshops are open for click and collect, so if you have a local, support them if you can. Debbie says, Jane, can you adjust your screen? You got that? Daniel says, hi, ladies. Gail, love the restaurant. Lovely lady. She's talking about Abla. So Gail must be in Melbourne. There you go. I knew somebody would know. Sharon, walking my dog every day is what helps me get through each day. That's Sharon and me. Jane, I'm very interested in meditation, but not sure where to begin. Well, there you go. Jane is the person. Do you have any suggestion for beginners? I'll let you answer that.
Well, I do. I think you just sit for 10 minutes a day. And I think one of the easiest ways to do it at the moment is maybe even like if you can't download an app, just go onto YouTube and search 10-minute meditation and see what seems to be the most popular one. And just sit there and listen to some meditation music or a voice or whatever it is, and just sit there and breathe and focus on your breathing. And it does take time to learn how to meditate. I've been meditating for well over 20 years, but I've really found a style that I love in maybe the last 3 years. So before that, I used to sit there and just like battle my mind the whole time. And I used to just imagine like knocking away thoughts. Just, it's too shall pass. So that's all you do for 10 minutes a day. And then you can
And it takes 17 years to get there, does it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe my mind is like particularly like a battlefield or something.
Right, okay. Well, I'll leave that with you two, Sharon and Jane. Natalie, hello, Natalie.
Oh, come on, you do it, Cheryl. You do it. You do it in the park.
Maybe I do it and I just don't call it meditation, but I do often. I read somewhere this week, I think it was in New York Times, that even daydreaming is so good for you, that if you just daydream for 20 minutes. Well, I daydream for more than 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
So that's even good for you. But Natalie says, hello, lovely ladies. Just got in from her walk. So I'll catch the earlier video later. Okay, who else we've got? Cecile just finished Freshwater or Flowers by Valerie Perrin. It's a book I never wanted to end. Planning on reading it again soon. I love that. That's so lovely. Margie, long walks with a friend, bike rides, reading, gardening, listening to music, crocheting, connecting on the phone.
Yeah.
How lovely, Margie. I think you're using your time wisely. I need to do that a bit more, I think. Trisha, she started reading The Dry and have been getting book deliveries too. Oh, there you go. Jill is in Melbourne and they're on their 6th lockdown is what Jill's doing. I'm trying to stay sane. I know, so hard. Walking every morning before I walk to work, in the back bedroom. Weekends I'm sewing, reading, chatting to family and friends in Melbourne. Hey, I want to tell you what I'm going to tell you what I did on Saturday night, which was really impromptu, but it was my brother-in-law's birthday. My sister, I don't know if I told you this, Jane, and my sister rang me up in the morning because my sister Margaret, I'll say her name, I'll put it out there. She is so birthday obsessed, her own birthday. She loves her birthday. She celebrates it all month long. Every year it's like a milestone birthday. Yeah, every year it's like a milestone birthday. No birthday is different to it's always got to be one. And I always feel sorry for her husband. I think that's a lot of pressure for him. So it's his birthday on Saturday. And I said, well, I hope you're getting the same treatment that she gets. Yeah. Anyway, she saw the text and she rang me. And she said he is getting it. But what he has requested is that we have a Zoom dinner tonight and you're invited. So then what she did is she went to our local Indian takeaway and she ordered a dinner for everybody who was participating.
Wow.
So you all got your delivery. So there was her two grown-up kids.
Yeah.
Me and her, and you opened it up because it was a surprise. So it was a beautiful Indian dinner and a glass of wine, and we sat around and talked on. It was
that
so
is
lovely.
A fantastic idea. What a great idea.
It was a great idea. Yeah, that's what
supporting a local restaurant and
and it was really fabulous. It was funny, because I went down to get mine and there was a guy in the lift who lives on the first floor and he has kids and he had McDonald's in his hand and he saw mine and he knew the restaurant. He said, can we do a swap? And I said, not on your life. No, we're not doing a swap. But anyway, there's some of the fun things that you can do. Tanya, I've watched My Year of Living Mindfully doco, and it was very insightful.
Oh, wow. I must watch it. So I will check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. And Nicole, I love my birthday too. It's coming up on Saturday. Well, I hope you do something lovely, Nicole. Okay, what else are we talking about?
Well, I think we should give, because I know you've been reading this as well, haven't you? Nikki Gamble to Solve.
Yeah.
I would have to say this is one of my books of the year. And
wow, I think that's a big call.
It is a big call. I think sitting in the B genre, like, you know, wellness and inspirational, I think this is inspirational. And, you know, I think a good memoir can kind of inspire you to do the same in your own life. And, I mean, you spoke to Nikki recently, not about this book, a previous book. I mean, she's an inspiring woman, you know.
Oh, and absolutely.
Yeah. And her writing is sublime.
Yeah.
And it's all about women not handing over their power to a man. You know, and we all do it.
So many of us do it. Do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking about when I was reading this book. When you're younger is usually when you meet somebody and get married, you know.
Yeah.
And I often think that if I got married, because I was young when when I got married, but I think about that now. If I got married now, it would be just incredibly different to then, because you have the confidence. I mean, I remember often being introduced as his wife. So people would say, oh, and this is so-and-so, and this is his wife. And sometimes people wouldn't even say my name.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a long time ago. But I think that happens, you know, once you start. And you're so young, changing names, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
I mean, there is so much identity lost. And if you were making those decisions now, I wonder if you would make those same decisions.
I would not.
Tell us out there your experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me.
And another book actually came in the other day. Just The Yes Woman, and it's I mean, this is an inspiring memoir, but this is kind of a really great practical guide on, you know, women just not saying yes so much to everything. And I know so many women out there are during lockdown. They, you know, all the housework, homeschooling, blah blah blah, you know, and it's like, oh. Yeah.
And doing all the work. Trisha, she celebrated Friend's birthday from a band from Peru, and all of us connected via Zoom. Oh, what a wonderful thing to do. See, we've got to focus on the positives, because we didn't do that in the past, did we?
Yeah.
Danielle is reading Thursdays at Orange Blossom House by Sophie Green. Lynette says, hi, Cheryl and Jane. Hi, Lynette. Debbie has been reading The Summer Job by Lizzie Dent. Lynette, I'm reading Secrets My Father Kept. So yeah, well, Stella's saying laugh out loud, probably at all our crazy stories. One of the other things that I noticed, Jane, today is your hair is looking particularly beautiful, and you haven't been to a hairdresser.
No, but I did drink half a bottle of wine the other night and cut it myself.
Right. I want to know how you managed to cut your own hair.
Oh, half a bottle of wine.
Sure. But the practicalities.
I just put it in a comb and cut it.
But how did you get to the back?
I kind of pulled it and just sort of.
I don't think my hair's long enough to do it.
Cheryl.
If anyone's got tips on what to do with
that, great, to be honest. But I definitely did quite well. And I got up in the morning, because normally, like, I'll have 2 glasses.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah. Look, I did okay with it. And I went in to look in the morning going, oh, this isn't going to be, you know, but it was fine. I just, you know, I took an inch off. It was getting a bit yeti for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody got some tips on what to do with our hair? We'd appreciate that as well. Mandy said she just finished Billy Summers' latest Stephen King. Not such a great read and not horror. Okay. Trisha is laughing at your hair, I think, saying you did a great job. Not laughing at your hair, laughing at how you went about it. All right, what else have you got there before we finish up?
Well, I am just going to touch on that again, because I know that we did talk about it, and it's also we've posted about it on the B Instagram site, and a lot of people say that they're reading it. And just a reminder, you know, this is Plan B. It's not what we expected for this year or for last year. And, you know, this is Shana has great tips in here on how to not only accept that you don't have Plan A in your life, that you've got Plan B, but also to find happiness in that. So I think it's a practical guide, and I know there's quite a few readers out there who are enjoying it at the moment. But I would highly recommend Nikki's book if you're looking to get swept up in a great inspirational female memoir. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're right, Jane. We are in Plan B. Franz is reading a new book, Fox and Wolf by Andrew Green. This is his first book. Very good so far. I believe this is his debut book, Franz says. Gail should open pet grooming soon. We need something open.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Navoda is reading What Men Don't Talk About by Maggie Hamilton. Yes, that's a good one. And said that this book, Plan B, was excellent.
Yeah, great.
And Tricia, if you want a natural, hair advice, if you want natural long layers, pull it all to the front and twist it all the way, then snip it at the tip in one go. I might try that.
Okay.
That is a really good trip.
You're going to come back to the next one and we're going to have these wild layers, and it's like,
I know. Right. Now Gwen's reading. Gwen says hi to Jane and I, and she's reading Truganini by Cassandra Pybus. Yes. Okay. And Stella said it also sounds great, Jane. I think we should go.
Yeah.
I wanted to grab John Brown. And I don't know where he is. Oh well, he's gone.
He bailed.
Yeah, he bailed. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Lovely segment. Now,
what I want to stay strong.
Yeah, I want to say to everyone, stay strong. Thank you so much for all the advice, because we need it. I'm finding staying strong every day is a challenge. Keep talking to us. We love your comments. We love chatting.
I'll be back. My energy, even just being here today, isn't that nice?
It really does.
Before. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, even reading the messages, the comments at night lifts my energy.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'll be back on Thursday. I'll be in the office with What Are You Reading? But thank you so much. And thanks for always cheering us up. And thanks for always being there, right?
Absolutely.